Nation Politics.
Tommy Nation Politics.
This is fun, guys. Yeah. Well, get running. We're getting into my vibe. I think I'm in.
Tommy Nation Politics.
Tommy Nation Politics.
Tommy Nation Politics.
What's going on in the world? I'm ready. So,
Tommy Nation.
hi guys. This is Tommy from Tommy Nation Politics. How y'all doing today? Good? I want y'all to meet the team. So, I don't know if you all realize this, but Tommy Nation Politics is now a limited liability company, LLC. Got the CFO, Michael Luna here, and Chris Simmelman, said Chief Technical Officer. Of course, I want to give a special wave out to my special contributors, Richard Powski, hail Breton, and Rain. Yes, girl. Women's lives matter too, okay? Female lives matter.
Everybody matters.
All lives matter though.
But we can't say all lives matter because that's a different thing.
But what about Trump's life? Does that matter? Or do we want him to die?
No. Why would we want him to die?
Why would you want him to die unless unless you were a psychopath?
All humans deserve life.
I don't understand. You're like, are y'all psychos? You must be fucking homicidal psychos. Hillary must have infected y'all's water. So Trump has COVID. Y'all know that? I hear he's got. What you're saying, Mike? He was getting out of it. He's out of Walter Reed.
He was there for 3 days and he's already out. And apparently he's doing really good, so that's good.
Well, you want to see a little video of him going in there? Why don't you do that? He looks like Trump. Well, to me, anyway. Still looks
I think
like
he
Trump.
went in there just to say he went in there. Like
Maybe he needs a vacation from all the stupid partisans.
Like I heard, it's maybe hearsay, but I heard he was on oxygen for a day. But I think if that even was the case, it was just because he wanted to say that he had all of the symptoms everyone else did. He wanted to be just like everybody else, if not worse. But that he shows that he gets better.
Yeah, I mean,
and he can beat
so
it
this
with
is a pandemic, and everybody keeps getting it.
Drugs.
I mean, you left the Pandora's box open. You think this is going to be pulled back in by Fauci? It's not.
Could have been a political move. That's what I'm trying to figure out. Like,
A political move? How so?
everything that happens, it seems like there's always some type of reasoning behind it. So, I mean, maybe not. I mean, he might really have the virus.
I don't doubt that he has the virus. I just doubt that he needed the treatment he got for free as president while the rest of our country is suffering. Like, I don't mean to make it too personal, but my mother was literally like heaving for days, not breathing well, and they wouldn't let her go to the hospital because she wasn't bad enough. And this motherfucker he gets tested positive, so he automatically gets to go to the hospital.
I mean, he's got the platinum plan. Of course he does. So he's got a cough. Barron's negative, though. Barron's negative. And they're taking Regeneron. How much do you want to bet Kamala Harris is being paid by Regeneron? I'll see that on Open Secrets. We'll find out. So, do we have the video of Trump saying he's strong and stuff? You know, all that?
Let's go to that real quick.
He's strong. He's a 10. He's very high energy, this president.
I want to thank everybody for the tremendous support. I'm going to Walter Reed Hospital. I think I'm doing very well, but we're going to make sure that things work out. The First Lady is doing very well. So thank you very much. I appreciate it. I will never forget it. Thank you.
Yeah.
A historic day at the White House. President Trump.
I'll turn
Yeah,
off
yeah,
the
the
mainstream
White House.
media. I don't want to hear their stupid commentary. That's not even journalism, so I'm not getting affected with
Why
that.
does he have to go to the hospital though? Like, hehe's the president of the United States. Why couldn't he just stay
Yeah, they don't
there?
have beds at the White House.
I mean, that doesn't really make sense, right?
They have like a whole wing
Exactly.
for
That's
him.
what I'm saying. Like, because he is the 1% on top of being the president. He is still the 1%, being one of the most wealthiest men in our country. He just automatically gets the #1 care treatment when working class citizens, like, I'm sorry to keep bringing it up about my mother, who I just in the past 4 weeks watched horrifically suffer through this tragedy.
What was her symptoms?
She had every symptom except for the labored hardcore breathing. I listened to her for nights on end, just sitting up all night, heaving. There's nothing even in her stomach, just heaving in pain and just chest pain and throwing up what's not there, and then eventually it turned into, after all the physical symptoms subsided, she was covered in hives for like 2 weeks.
Hives? I didn't hear that as a symptom.
Where they call it the COVID rash. It looks like you have millions of mosquito bites all over your body. She had to go to the hospital, the ER, and get steroid shots.
So,
and then after they gave her the shots, they kicked her right back out. Because she wasn't bad enough. But this motherfucker has no symptoms. It just gets tested positive because he gets tested every fucking day. Yeah. Test positive, and so automatically he gets to go to the #1 hospital in the nation.
Yeah. Well, you can thank Barack Obama for that. He made it so that health insurance companies are great again. I mean, he promised universal health care, which was health care for everybody. And then what did he do? First thing he did was bail out the banks, Wall Street, and the military-industrial complex. Then he turned his fucking head to healthcare. And Nancy Pelosi, by the way, famously says, while they're passing this wonderful healthcare stimulus for the insurance companies, she famously says, we're going to go in. And if we don't go in, if we can't go in through the door, we're going to go in through the window. And if we can't go in through the window, we're going to go in through the chimney. Nancy Pelosi's so motivated to help out the health insurance companies. I want to see this bitch motivated with a stimulus. What am I going to do to get the stimulus? Hey, Nancy, go through the window. Go through the fucking chimney. Ho, 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 Nancy. Those highlights, they're not, okay. As a gay man, let me tell you about it. I didn't notice you had highlights on. Whatever you did in the salon, you're probably drunk as hell on California wine. But, they weren't worth it. And nobody set you up. You were drunk. You probably couldn't even drive to your own salon. We need a stimulus, okay? What I'm going to do with the stimulus is I'm going to pay my bills. That's all. I'm not going to buy steaks with food stamps or anything, Republicans. I'm just going to go pay my bills. I'm literally going to give this shit to my overlords. So, you could be... Isn't that good? Isn't that contributing to society? Is that the American dream? You had your hand up, white kid in the back?
Yeah, I'm sorry. I don't... I may have missed it. I don't quite remember. Do we introduce ourselves individually and introduce what we are live casting on?
Do we look like a support group? I'm just kidding. Go ahead. Oh, go ahead, bro.
Well, I just want you to let whoever's listening know what we're live streaming on, like what platforms we're live streaming on, so we can allow others to...
That's true.
...to catch up. So I don't know what we're live streaming
on. Oh, we're live streaming on Facebook right now. Hi, guys!
And the audio...
We have some people while watching.
And our audio is coming off on...
On Anchor FM, which is where the podcast is. Anchor FM, guys. Tommy Nation Politics is, what? Open-minded? Free-thinking? Innovative? Check it out. It's not just me, guys. It's a team. This is not about ideology anymore. We all have different views. And that's why we're part of Tommy Nation Politics. Is that I want to show everybody that there's not just two views. There's way more than that. There's a whole spectrum of views. There's not just two. They're lying to you. They're lying to you about Fauci being a good person. They're lying to you about why, in fact, they want you to social distance. They're lying to you about why everything needs to be virtual and what they did during the pandemic. They're lying to you about everything. And you guys need to start asking questions. And we're different opinions and views, different ideologies. We're all banded together to tell you guys to wake the fuck up. Because this is not... We can have ideological discussions later. We can talk about taxes later.
Yeah, we're three people from
three
thieves.
We have thieves in power. And the Republicans and the Democrats are thieves, and they're in power. We got to band together, and we got to get rid of these guys. Okay?
If us three diverse group right here can come together, why can't everyone else?
All for one and one for all.
You believe something completely different than him. He believes something completely different from me.
And it's okay.
I don't believe hardly shit.
Some of you guys out there, by the way, that might have read across this podcast, you're insane partisans who want to vote blue no matter who and all that. I feel bad for you. But thank you for at least, it's like when the most horrible person in the world goes to church for the first time. It's probably what that is for you. But so I don't want to harp on that. I want love. But I really hate you partisans. You ruin the country. But moving on, let's talk about President Trump's Supreme Court nominee. Because everyone's talking about it, especially Nancy. You want to talk about that? Let's talk about that. Supreme Court nominee. So, I don't know much about her except she's Catholic. And Catholics, you know, they feel very guilty. So they do confessions and stuff, and then they have a lot of sex. So she's got a big family. That's all I really know. Whereas the Catholics like to fuck.
Where's she from?
I don't know. Where's she from?
South Carolina, maybe?
South Carolina?
Yeah, they have a lot of sex there. Nothing else to do.
President Trump announced Supreme Court nominee. It's the Rose Garden. Look at everybody. Everybody's looking bored.
That god-awful music.
Can we just fast forward to the part where he's like talking? I love hearing Trump talk.
You have the...
Oh, yeah. I do.
So do you think Biden will try to stack the court?
Oh my God, they tried to ask him that during the debate, and he didn't. Look, buddy. Look, fat. Here's the deal. He said, here's the deal how many fucking times, and what is the deal? He never says what the deal is. Do you notice that? What is the deal, Joe? Hey, buddy, what's the deal? What is the deal?
We would really like to know.
I want to know, and the mainstream media just lets him do it because... and then, did y'all see Jim Carrey in SNL? I mean, Jim Carrey's the funniest guy ever, but, I mean, look, their whole thing was, we're going to bash Trump, he's a blah, 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 and look, buddy, here's the deal. You guys aren't even funny. You guys don't even know the funniest part. The funniest part is Joe Biden is a psychopath scumbag, and he's trying to pretend with veneers and fake plastic surgery that he's an actual good person, who his parents and his wife and his kids don't hate. And thank God every time he leaves, because he's an egomaniac sociopath. He like that's the perfect part. Like he literally is pretending. Hey, look at him. He's got look at everybody. People applause. That's me, I'm Trump. This is his natural environment, bro. Look at him. Look how happy he is when people fly. He's got it. Hey!
Thank you.
Thank you.
I stand before you today to fulfill one of my highest and most important duties under the United States Constitution, the nomination of a Supreme Court Justice.
Justice. Okay. Winning. She's a 10. She's not like that Doug Rosie.
This is my third such nomination after Justice Gorsuch and Justice Kavanaugh, and it is a very proud moment indeed.
Yeah.
Over the past week, our nation has mourned the loss of a true American legend. Justice Ruth Bader Ginsburg was a legal giant and a pioneer for women.
Did you hear that, guys?
Her extraordinary life and legacy will inspire Americans for generations to come. Now we gather in the Rose Garden.
I mean, he's the president.
To continue
he's trying to unite the
never-ending
country.
task of ensuring equal justice and preserving the impartial rule of law.
Rule of law.
Today it is my
No,
honor
no,
to
no,
nominate
guys.
one
Don't
of our
forget.
nation's most brilliant and gifted legal minds to the Supreme Court. She is a woman of unparalleled achievement, towering intellect, sterling credentials, and unyielding loyalty to the Constitution. Judge Amy Coney Barrett.
Yeah. Amy Coney Barrett. She's a 10. So she looks nice. She's been a judge on the 7th Circuit of Appeal since 2017. All right. She clerked for Scalia. So Joe Biden should like her. You know, he voted for Scalia. He did, by the way. If you guys think that he's gonna be, what do you guys think he's gonna do? A liberal justice? This right wing nutbag, Joe Biden. You guys are funny. Okay, so Amy Coney Barrett. Do y'all know anything about her?
I know that she is. As far as if someone was, you know, a conservative Republican, she kind of you know.
Look at the Trump people not wearing many masks. It's just like they're literally like they're not just not wearing masks. They're like, we're not wearing masks. Okay, there's a point to this. It's called politicization.
She's very conservative, so I mean that's you know why they picked her. She checks off all the boxes.
She checks the boxes off. She's pro-life. She likes guns, right? Does she believe that the poor people are the ones ruining the country with their stakes on their food stamps, and the rich people, they're the ones who work so hard to get that money?
You know what? To say something to what you just said about the poor people getting stakes to their food stamps, I'm one of those poor people getting stakes to my food stamps, and you know what? I fucking deserve it because I work for a goddamn living, and even though I work 40, 50, 60, 70 hours a week, I still can't afford my steaks. So you know what? When the government gives me a few extra bucks a month, yeah, I'm going to get a steak and some asparagus and a bottle of wine off my own tab, and I'm going to enjoy the fuck out of it because I earned it. And if the government has to give me a little extra so I can enjoy what I earned, that's worth it.
You're so entitled. Oh my god. It's not like, well, what do you think? People are going to just open the treasury and just take your stocks and buffer them with government money and call it a free market still?
Now, for those that use their food stamp money to buy bulk meat and resell it in their restaurants, now that's fucked up. That's different. But for those of us that are just treating ourselves once in a while to a nice meal because we've earned it.
Unless you're going to Rome with your wife on private jets using taxpayer money, I don't think that you worked hard for that.
I'm sorry that my yacht just recently got repoed.
Yes, did you pay Rosario to do the janitor work for your yachts in Martha's Vineyard? Because I don't believe that if you didn't do that, you didn't work hard for that money.
You were there. We only got 2 days in the Hamptons this month.
Oh my god, I bet Martha's Vineyard is the fine place to vacation, I would say. Chip, chip. So, you guys, everything is upside down. The world is upside down, guys. Literally, this vacuum salesman slumlord, who isn't a good guy, he reached out to Circuit Park 5, said they should be killed. That he liked the death penalty. I don't like Trump, but you guys make me defend Trump every second because you're insane. Okay? You've lost your mental fucking faculties. So that's weird. Now I'm resorted to literally defending this guy. Because you guys are insane. Just so you know.
Up is down. Yeah.
Like up is down, bro. Like I am literally defending Trump because you guys. You guys are nominated a crime bill dementia-riddled old man. You guys have lost your fucking mental faculties. I don't know what to do anymore. I don't. I guess we're just gonna do this. Tommy Nation Politics.
Tommy Nation Politics.
So, but okay, so the main to go along with what Chris said, the corporations right now, they're not giving a shit. They lost a ton of money doing their during COVID, and businesses that were shut down. Some of them aren't even gonna be opening back. But the corporate businesses, the ones that donated to their fucking servants, the puppets that opened to Treasury, they're still doing great. They just want more money though, because their bonuses. Oh, and their parachutes, they were shot. They literally had to go forego I forwent my bonus. Oh God, I did it for the American people. Yeah, so they're pissed. And they're taking it out on us. Literally, there's memos getting handed down from certain companies, and we're not mentioning any because we work for them, that, there's no, in restaurants, false waits. Everybody sits down. Everybody drinks 5 drinks. Everybody eats 2 meals. And if they don't, it's your fault. You're poor. Why did you get these guys to get another drink? It's a business.
I work for a corporation, can't name which because I don't want to lose my job yet. But because of COVID, I haven't been able to work for 4 weeks. They paid me for 2. But the second or the third and fourth week, when my son got diagnosed with COVID and I had to extend my leave an extra 2 weeks, now they don't want to pay. Now they're saying, oh, that's a personal leave. You're going on personal leave of absence. No, it's still COVID. This is still a pandemic. My son is positive. My son, I mean, he's healthy now. It's been 2 weeks. I was trying to go back to work today, but they wouldn't let me because they are still holding me on COVID leave. But they won't pay me for COVID leave anymore because I got my 2 weeks pay.
I mean, this is revealed. It's all about the golden rule. And remember what Jafar said in Aladdin? Whoever has the gold makes the rules. Yeah. That's what it is, Bill. And so, therefore, thusly, In conclusion, we deserve Donald Trump. We must. We do. We do. We deserve him. That's all I have to say about. That's all I have to say about that. What do you guys think? I mean,
What a horrible time to be a small business owner.
what a horrible time to be a small business owner, a free thinker, or just a general human being that's not part of the 1%. Because literally,
It's a hard time to be an
they're taking it out on everyone who's not. Literally, they're aren't they? I mean, how much of this is the 1% really feeling? Can you think about that? They still have their wars. Did Trump stop the wars? No. Did he give more new ones? No. They're pissed about that. Oh, Trump! The social norms, the conventional wisdom. Oh, we should have been in Syria by now. We're half past Syria. No, guys, y'all are big fan of being at the White House Christmas dinner. Whereas, you guys scream with Bill O'Reilly, okay? I'm not gonna listen to you guys. Chop, 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 chop. Yeah, so thank God we have a president that's a billionaire that doesn't have to, that's never listened to these fucking bootlickers. Although he does think Sheldon Nelson's awesome. And let's just have a democracy. I mean, our founding fathers wanted us to all have a voice, right? Except for me. But I'm gonna have a voice now. Sorry, George. We got emancipated. Oh, but anyway. Yeah, I'm gonna have a voice now. I'm gonna take advantage of that. Emancipation, greatest Republican president since Lincoln. I'm probably even better than Lincoln. Lincoln had the hat. The hat was low energy. The hat made it gave him from a 9. It put him to a 7. Okay.
It's a terrible hat.
So yeah, you know what's funny is that the last 40 years we haven't asked a goddamn one thing. What have we asked from our political class? What have we asked for them for? Nothing, right? So what do they give us? Nothing. So I'm gonna do something that hasn't been done in the last 40 years, guys. I'm gonna keep on asking Nancy Pelosi, Chuck Schumer, Donald Trump, Mitch McConnell. I'm gonna keep asking them till I get an answer. Till they have to confront themselves. Till they can confront me. To my face. Where the stimulus?
Are they still? Is Congress still on vacation right now?
No, they're not. Even worse. They don't. They think the partisans are gonna vote blue no matter who, and red no matter dead. So they're like, well, why do we even need to do anything for them? Because they're gonna vote for us anyway.
Because if we work and they working,
dumb.
right? If we work and they working, right?
Yeah.
That's
Well,
the way I
I
see
mean,
it. If we the lower
that's
class
the way it should be. It
is
should be like
working,
that. We should
they
literally
the upper
demand.
class should be at work too.
Yeah.
They don't give a fuck about.
They don't give a fuck about because we created an environment where
We're
they don't
numbers.
have to give a fuck.
We're numbers.
I'm gonna go ahead and push back against that. I'm gonna go ahead and give a fuck. Nancy Pelosi, if you don't fucking if you don't bring to the House floor a legislation, and I don't care what it's called, you can call it heroes, call it heroes, you can call it the ha. If that shit doesn't have more than $1,200, your magic number, if that shit does not have a plan for people that are working that were laid off during this pandemic, if this proposal has these bullet points that do not help the American people, and if you give one more dollar to Raytheon, Boeing, or the military-industrial complex, if you do that at all, I swear to God, I'm watching you. I am watching you. Okay? And I'm gonna fucking say something. People are gonna listen to me because they're gonna vote blue no matter who. They're dumb and they're sheep and they're not gonna listen. But I'm gonna say it at the top of my lungs. I'm gonna keep on asking you, political class. You were elected to serve us. You are our representatives and you will represent the American people. Okay? And not your donors. And I'm gonna make you represent us. You don't want to, but I will make you. I'm gonna keep asking where the stimulus until you fucking give a stimulus. I don't give a shit what you move on to. I don't give a shit what kind of circus you put in front of me. Where the stimulus?
That's what they should be asking. Yeah.
I don't give a shit about Amy Coney Barrett's family. I don't give a shit if Trump was to inject himself with 5 tons of disinfectant. I don't give a shit if Nancy Pelosi fucking gets highlights. I don't give a shit. Where's stimulus? So, It's time to talk. It's time to actually focus on, after 40 years of neoliberal policies, invading the Middle East, and funneling the wealth of the country from the labor force to the rich and destroying unions. I am going to finally put my foot down and demand something. I'm going to demand you guys stop immediately and represent the American people. And that's why Tommy Nation Politics exists. So we're going to sign off now. So we got to leave y'all wanting more. Let's play the theme. Play the theme, Micah, while we're going off. We're going to come up with a better theme. But this is going to do for now. We're growing. We're aggressive expansion. What is it the Joker says? We have aggressive expansion. It's like, we're a small enterprise, but we have room for aggressive expansion. So, make it happen.
Hey, let's get all three of us in the picture right here right quick. Tommy Nation Politics.
Tommy Nation Politics. Tommy Nation Politics. Tommy Nation Politics. Yeah. For the freedom of the country.